as with most jobs, I have my back brace on. Don't forget to use one of these. It's got some ribs in the back. It's going to keep my back supportive when I'm bending down and doing this for a couple hours. Always protect yourself. Now this here, I'm just going to leave these down. This is something that I could go up like that, you know, put it up there. And you can have those suspenders working for you too. But if you don't like that, you can leave those off. Okay? Be ready. Now, it's not rocket science or anything on cleaning this, but is there a right and wrong way about just about doing anything? Well, probably. But, you know, for something like this, I don't necessarily have to clean the entire floor. The cleaners came and they cleaned everything, except you've got to get into these grout lines. Okay? So I'm just going to put the simple green on, just with this little applicator. It's just a little hand brush. And the key here is once you put it on once like that, we're going to let it sit exactly like that for a few minutes. And you know what? I think this bucket's got a leak in it somewhere. I don't know what's going on with that. Might have to transfer into another bucket. I can already see that these lines are getting clean just by leaving it on there a little bit. We're going to leave it on for 5-10 minutes or so. And I'm not going to do any hard brushing. I mean, that's about it for right now. And I'm going to keep moving on to more grout lines. And I'm going to probably use some gloves here in a minute. Even though this is non-toxic and biodegradable and all that. But I don't like to use them too long because hands get sweaty and they start getting wet on the inside. You know what I mean? But anywho, that's all you're going to do, and then you just keep moving forward. So I'm going to do this other little section here, and I'll show you what we do on the next step. Oh yeah. Now I've gone over this area pretty good now. I'm just going to go back over it just a little bit to get it all in there, and then I'm going to let it sit like I said. And with a little plastic brush, this works too, right on the inside edge. I guess I'm glad I got that. And then it's got a little tip on the end for tight little areas right up against corners, on the inside of the base and that kind of stuff. And right now, I'm just putting the liquid, the simple grain liquid nails, I was going to call it. As you can tell, I work with liquid nails once in a while, but this is simple grain, and I don't have to scrub too hard because once you have it all in there, I'm going to let it sit in there, and it's going to do its work by itself. These bubbles are just grinding away, cleaning, cleaning, cleaning. So all you have to do is let it sit like this. No huge elbow grease at this point. And in a few more minutes, I'm going to rinse this off and see what we do next. It's easy. Now I'm only showing you how to do a small little room with a few tiles, but if you have a huge long area to do, or a big kitchen or something like that, once you get done with one area, you just keep going for another 5-10 minutes and then work back, rinse this off, and then we'll get to the next step. That way you're never sitting around doing nothing. I hate that when that happens.